Hello, and welcome to another video from Sustenance and Covering, the only YouTube channel you need to not only survive the current apocalypse, but actually enjoy it. What you laughing about?
Okay, come on.
I'm not an actor, I just play one on TV. Anyway, somebody asked me about how I cook my oysters, and I said I'd make a video, and I done missed out on fried oysters, and then I missed out on oyster stew, and this is a recipe we ain't never tried before. What is this, Mama?
Scalloped oysters.
Scalloped oysters. And I asked her if it was an experiment. She said, no, it's out of Southern Living. You can trust the Southern Living cookbook.
Okay.
All right, what are you doing? You melted some butter.
A stick of butter.
Mm-hmm.
4 cups of crushed crackers.
Okay.
Saltine crackers.
Uh-huh. I'm with you so far. I'm waiting for the oysters to get introduced into this.
I've got to get all the butter into the crumbs.
I noticed you saved a little bit of the juice to the side. Is that going in this recipe?
Oh yeah.
All right, you had a strainer in it. Did you find any shells or grit?
Grit, I guess.
Yeah, because I've been doing pretty good with that lately. And
Yeah. Okay.
found out that if you scrub the oysters really good before you even open them, it really reduces it. And I had Frosty over there helping me with them oysters, and he's all time getting grit in my oysters.
Okay. So they say to put half the crumbs.
I guess I'll have to make another video about this after we eat them to see if it's worth making this recipe. But if you're watching this, just know this isn't our traditional way of doing it, but we just had so many oysters this year that we decided we were going to go ahead and try something new.
I'm the one that mentioned it, by the way.
And there's my wife back there chiming in. She's all proud of herself for coming up with this idea. And there you go. What are you doing with the oysters? Just kind of putting them out.
Lay them on the crumbs.
I'm getting hungry already.
Yeah, I don't even like raw oysters, but boy, it looks good. I'm ready to reach down there and grab one of them things. Did you try one first to see what it's like? Because they are kind of salty.
Well, I don't eat raw oysters.
Yeah, well. You didn't put too much salt in there, did you?
Saltine crackers.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. Aunt Betty, the other day, I told her about how salty the oysters were, and she goes, oh, that's why. Because she had already added a bunch of salt to her cornmeal when she fried them up. She said I guess she could. Did she say anything to you about that?
Yeah, she told me they were salty. I didn't think they were salty.
Yeah, well, the last batch we got wasn't as salty as the first batch, but they still had a little bit of salt to them.
They're just yummy, yummy. Full of that wonderful oil that was spilled on the coast.
Yeah, got to mention that. Anytime you talk, I don't care if it's a fish, we could be talking about a doggone refrigerator and they have to bring that oil spill up. That's what we do down here on the coast.
Hasn't hurt anything. Okay. Now, let's see.
I'm guessing it's time for another layer of cracker crumbs.
Salt, pepper, and parsley. Well, I won't put salt to make sure.
Okay. Yeah, because we can salt that out later when we have to.
Pepper.
I'm not showing my mama, but you just got to trust me. She's a good-looking woman. And I don't mean good-looking for 80. I'm just talking about good-looking in general.
No, thank you, Don.
Everybody has done seen my picture, so they know how old I am. And just telling them you're my mama, the first thing goes through their mind is, she's still alive? Okay, what is that there? It's parsley?
That's parsley.
Okay.
And then we just put the other breadcrumbs on the top. I mean, cracker crumbs.
Yeah, cracker crumbs.
Now, gotta mix.
Oyster juice. I see some cream sitting over there, and I hate to second guess you, but does that go in here?
Yeah.
Oh boy, this is going to be good. Cream and oysters together. Oh my God.
Half a cup of oyster juice.
Mm-hmm.
And 3/4 cups of half and half.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I could have. Let's see. Where's my magic 1 1/4? Oh, didn't have to put it in there.
Mm-hmm. Everybody sees what's going on here. Oyster juice mixed with half and half. She's reading the recipe. I have to be real quiet now.
Okay.
Alright, there she goes. Oh, always like watching Mama cook. You know how everybody thinks their mama's the best cook in the world? I ain't prejudiced like that. She really is. Was that?
Sprinkle with paprika.
Okay. Just make sure you
I
ain't
really
add no
think I
more
should have
salt.
put Cajun spice on it.
Let's not wander too far from the original. We'll experiment after we perfect the one they present us with. And what happens next?
Bake it.
Okay, and what did we set? We got the oven set?
350.
350. How long does it say?
35 to 40 minutes.
All right, for anybody that's following along, 35 to 40 minutes at 350 degrees. That's it. Goodbye from Sustenance and Covering In. Sustenance and Covering's mama and my wife in the background.